you guys finally got to hear what the exhaust sounds like, the 4-inch straight pipe. I know it took a long time, so I do apologize, you guys. I've been really busy. You guys see that smoke? You guys see that smoke whenever I revved it up? So I think the turbo's going out, so we're gonna go ahead and replace it, get a new one, something that sounds a lot better, makes some more power. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to talk to you guys about how expensive is it to build one of these cars. And the reason I want to make this video is because you guys have no idea how many times I get asked this every single day. Hey man, where'd you buy a Supra? Hey man, how much did you spend on it? Hey, how hard is it to find parts? All the time. So see that box right there? This is a box of Supra parts. I'm hoping that this is the last box of parts that I order for this car, because man, is it getting expensive. Honestly, I think this is the last box as far as like dealership parts go. In here you got the rear view mirror. As y'all can tell, there is no rear view mirror. Why it was removed, I don't know, but no matter where I looked, I couldn't find one, so ordered a new one. So this is a rear view mirror. The car is missing a hood latch, so I was gonna do like the hood pins, kind of like on my Supra and the Mustang, but considering this is an OEM hood, I didn't want to cut it, so decided just to go back to the factory hood latch system. As you see, it has that one there, it's missing this one over here, and it's missing all the cables all the way into the car. So considering I couldn't find it anywhere else, dealership. So this is the latch that I'm missing, and this is the cable that connects both latches to the cable, like where you kind of pull it from the inside. And this right here is just more, I think these are more parts for the mirror. You have to buy each one of these separate. I don't know why. I looked up the diagram online and it's like pieced together like with all these little parts. I don't know, it sucks. And then this here, this bracket with this seal. Here's the part numbers in case you guys need them. This right here goes there, so it goes right here. And then this seal here has like little clips on the end. You put the seal on top of it. So whenever you close the hood, it has a real nice seal right here, and then it's held on by this bracket. So whenever you close it, it's going to be nice and black. You won't be able to see like the paint or the primer in this case. Small details. I'm not real big on details, but things like that do bother me, so that's why I went ahead and ordered it. Back to the point of this video, how expensive is it to build one of these cars, and how much are the parts, things like that. Well, I'm gonna give you my numbers. I know this is something I did not want to disclose, but since so many of you guys are asking, every single time you guys ask me, I'm just gonna send you the link to this video. So I spent $30,000 on this car, and I spent about $15,000 on top of that to get it to its current stage. Now keep in mind, that's probably a little bit cheaper, since one of the most expensive parts to do to this car is like bodywork and paint. My brother did the bodywork, so I did get a pretty good hookup on that, so you guys might spend a little bit more. But you know, from the condition that this car was in to what it is now, it's about $15,000. So I'm into this car about 45 grand, and I'm sure I could probably sell it for that much, if not more. But that's not the point. I'm just telling you guys how much these cars would go for. $45,000 into this car with no end in sight. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so if you guys want to find one of these cars, look up on your local markets. Go to your Facebook market, go to your Craigslist, go to your OfferUp. Man, these guys are crazy. So go to Facebook, OfferUp, Craigslist, the forums. There's Supra groups on Facebook. Join all those. People post cars for sale all the time. Just look around. Go to eBay. Everywhere and any place that you could think, look, because there's not going to be somewhere it's going to be like, hey, here's Supras for sale. You got to look. You have to put in the time and look for them. As far as how much they cost, they're going to range from anywhere from, you know, 25,000 up to 80, $100,000. It depends what you want to buy. If you're trying to get a project car like this, you could probably spend $20,000 to $30,000 and just be prepared to buy a lot of stuff, because if you're buying a car for that much and you're trying to, you know, build a really nice turbo Supra, you're gonna spend quite a few thousand more. How much, it's just gonna depend on how far you want to go with the build. I know a lot of people, you know, they don't want to go into all the details and stuff. I mean, it just depends on who you are. But if, you know, I'll give you guys an idea. I'm gonna just give you guys an example. These tail lights, I bought these tail lights and the headlights. I spent almost $1,600 or $1,500, somewhere around there. It was a lot for headlights and tail lights. Actually that price included these two, and all this is OEM Toyota parts. These little things here, the little piece there with the latch and the cable and the mirror, just this little box alone, I spent, I think it was over $400 just for that. So it's very, very expensive. One of the things that's going to be the most annoying if you buy a Supra with missing pieces is interior, because especially if it's left-hand drive, they're super expensive and you won't even find them anywhere. This trim here, the only place I could find it was I think it was Russia, and I spent $220 for it. That is a lot of money for a piece of plastic that I would have thought costed no more than 20 bucks. This panel here, don't even get me started with. All this stuff is very, very expensive. I think I seen someone selling like the whole set for like over $1,000, which is crazy. Door panels, these are not in the best condition, but they're also very expensive. Let's just make a long story short. Nothing is cheap for this car. Nothing, absolutely anything. No interior parts, no window, you know, trims, seals, any of it. It's super, super expensive. So if you're considering getting one of these cars, and I'm not saying this to discourage you guys, I'm saying this to be real and for y'all know what to expect when the day comes when you can get one of these cars. And just keep in mind, the longer you wait, the more the prices are going to keep going up. For the last 10 years, I've seen these go up and it has not stopped. But yeah, I mean, your best bet is trying to get a NA Supra that is, you know, all stock. It has all your interior, everything, and then just build it, because performance parts are everywhere. But yeah, I mean, if you're considering, if you're a teenager and you're super young and it's your first job and you're trying to get one of these, unless you're making quite a bit of money, I do not recommend it. It's probably not a smart idea, unless you have something else to fall back on. I mean, it could be a good investment if you plan to like sell it one day. You probably won't. You probably fall in love with it. But yeah, that's my point of view on this car, on these cars. Very expensive cars, very rare, but also very beautiful, very fun. I don't regret it at all. I know it's a lot of money, and obviously, you know, mine's right there. If you do get into this, just make sure you are ready to spend quite a bit of money and you do not regret it. But at the end of the day, you could just probably end up selling the car and make your money back, worst case scenario. Yeah, so there you go, you guys. If you're trying to buy a Supra, go online and search at all your marketplaces, everywhere you could think of. It's if you think about it, search it there and be ready to buy. It's probably not a good idea to be window shopping, because then you're going to run into a good deal and then you can't buy it. You're going to be upset. So now I'm just going to get busy and gotta install these parts. It's getting kind of dark, so I don't even know if I'll finish today. But I'll get this video out for you guys, and the next video you see of this car is going to be a POV video with that smoky turbo. I'll get a new one, but then I will make another video after that. Until then, happy Supra shopping and good luck to you guys.